Hey, what's up, YouTube? So, I got my birthday coming up and I decided to get myself something a little bit different this year. Something I've never tried before. And it is this: the Boss WL50 wireless system for my guitar. Let's check it out. So, these are the contents of the box. What you have here is the transmitter and the receiver. I went with this because you can just pop this on your pedal board and it just takes the space of one pedal. With this transmitter, you can charge it both ways. You can either put it into the receiver or you can also charge it via USB, which I thought is pretty cool. Pretty easy. You got just two steps. Step one, charge it. Step two, plug it in and play it. It doesn't come with a power supply, but it runs on two AA batteries. You can buy the power supplies separately, which I already had, and they recommend the Boss PSA-S type power supplies, which is pretty much universal for Boss. So let's get it charged and set up. Alright, so I choose Boss because of the reliability and, of course, the brand. I mean, it's indestructible. Who hasn't heard of Boss? And, I mean, enough said, right? So yeah, check it out. Alright, so here we are with the Boss Wireless WL50. And they have a function here which lets you choose your cable tone. There's a cable tone switch right here. And it goes from off to short to long. And it simulates either a short guitar cable or a long guitar cable, because I guess people or other players want to play with a longer cable to dampen the sound. I don't know, I've never had any experience like that, but I just keep mine at off. And you also have this out right here, which you can attach a daisy chain to, so you can power other pedals with the Boss WL50 wireless system. And here is your input for your power supply. I just use the Boss PSA type series. I've read other people have problems trying to power it with their pedal board power supply, so I guess you gotta kind of have the milliamperes down. But I tried it yesterday, the Boss PSA adapter, you know, no glitches, and that's really what you want with the wireless. You don't want any interference or any glitching, which is what took me so long to actually even, you know, get a wireless. I couldn't have that during live gigs, and that's the last thing I needed. But this thing worked pretty well last night, and I'm stoked that I got one, and I'm looking forward to using it this Saturday for my gig. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked. Boss WL50 wireless system. Check it out. Alright, so here we are. As you can see, just set up on my pedal board. Really convenient. If you run out of battery or forget your power supply, you can just plug in a cable right there and it'll act just like any other pedal. And the battery indicator is lit orange when it's charging. The charging times differ depending on the remaining battery charge and on the environment. If it's blinking green, the charging is complete and the transmitter is in standby mode. Unplug the transmitter after that. They recommend you disconnect the transmitter after the charging is complete. If you leave it connected, a small amount of power is used from the battery and the indicator blinks green once every 8 seconds. If you don't use the transmitter for a long time, one charge might not be sufficient. Disconnect and reconnect the transmitter to complete the charging. When it's lit green after 5 hours, like now, charging automatically stops in order to protect the rechargeable lithium-ion battery, even if charging was not completed. To charge completely, disconnect and reconnect the transmitter. If it's blinking red, a charging error occurred. Now, when you are performing, you plug the transmitter into your guitar. The transmitter will power on automatically. When it's lit green, there's sufficient battery. When it's blinking green, it's in standby mode. Lit orange and the battery will be exhausted in less than 2 hours. Lit red, the battery will be exhausted in less than 30 minutes. That should signal you to recharge. Your transmitter switches to standby mode when the silence continues. When 1 hour passes without you playing your guitar, the transmitter enters mode and ends the connection to the receiver. The battery indicator will blink green. When you raise the volume of your guitar and play it, the transmitter returns from standby mode into approximately 2 seconds. When you're not using it for an extended time, unplug the transmitter. Standby mode does not consume battery. All right, so here we are. So you have this transmitter. It's shaped like this. The only little factor that made me almost not decide on this is there is no angle jack feature. But, you know, with guitars like a Tele where the jack is on the bottom, it's really not a problem. You'll check it out. Not bad, right? Sits like this, out of the way. But if you have a front jack, it might be a little bit of a nuisance. Let me show you. So here's a guitar I play with a lot because it just looks so cool. This is a Tomcat made by Pure Salem. And it's got a front jack. So when you plug in the transmitter, this is what you get. And, you know, I can't complain, but sometimes, you know, it just might get in the way. But them are the breaks. I do love the Boss. I tried it last night in rehearsals and I had no problems. Plugged in, played, excellent quality, no latency. If the sound didn't cut out. I was with other players that had wireless. It didn't have any interference, and I'm definitely pleased with my purchase. A little sound test. I'm going through my Fender Blues Junior, going through my little pedal board. This is just the clean setting. Everything's bypassed, so. Alright, so you heard it clean through a Tele. Now you're gonna hear it dirty through my Pure Salem with these P90 pickups. Here is the clean tone. It's not that clean, but you know what I mean. Little fuzz. Still so nice. All right, a little bit of saturated overdrive. so I guess it does just take a little bit of getting used to. I don't think it's really gonna get in my way. I just thought at first it looks kind of funny, but after using it for just even 5 minutes, I don't mind it anymore. I mean, right? So there you go. I hope you liked my Boss WL50 review and sound check. And if you guys are considering getting one, I highly recommend it. Rock on. Oh, happy birthday to me. Yeah.